It's winter here, it's cold, it's fresh. Definitely winter. A lot of grey coming over. Alright, so guys, today I'm actually going to do a video where I get a bit more in depth to the stuff I've done to this awesome bike. I mean, seriously, what an awesome bike, eh? I've only got maybe a couple more things to do on it. I have put the sissy bar on for the purpose of this exercise. I never actually went for the big pad, you know, those big massive kidney shaped pads. Oh goodness, excuse me, sorry about that, choking on my own saliva. So I just didn't go, I prefer it like a sportier pad, smaller pad I guess, make it feel a bit sporty, look a bit sportier. Alright, let's start off with this magnificent spot. There's no one here this morning, so I'm taking advantage of it. Another hour and there will be. That's the dam up through there, I don't know if you can see it. It's Mundaring Weir Dam. Such a beautiful spot. If that was to burst, I'd be stuffed. Okay, I hope it doesn't burst because I'll lose my bike. Anyway, I neglected cleaning it for about 3 or 4 weeks. Got rained on, rode in the wet, rode in the shit. Where I park my bike at work, it gets covered in dust from the main road. So I treated it yesterday afternoon. Gave her a big clean up and a wipe over with graphene wax. Beautiful. Alrighty, without further ado, let's get this started. So as you all know, I've owned this since December last year. Got about 8,600 Ks on there, somewhere around there. And when I bought it, all I had was the pipes on it. That came when I bought the bike. That was part of the bike, the package that I asked for. So since then I've had the Reinhardt DBX 45s on there. I've got my custom plate bagger. I've got the shorty antenna. I've got the standard height sissy bar. There's a low, standard and a high. I went for the middle one. If I do have someone, I very rarely have passengers, so if I do, there are something there for them. With the small pad, that's Harley Davidson, the Ariel's Harley Davidson. The Saddlemen SDC Pro Gripper seat. I swear by these because they have the round step up there, because your ass isn't a square. That's grippy, hence the name Pro Gripper. I put the Advan Black mid-mount heat shields on there, obviously on both sides. That's the standard badge. Put the Clockworks screen on there. See the Clockworks badge just there. It's the 9-inch Sport Flare in the tint. Okay, go around this side. There's the other mid-mount heat deflector. Then I put on the these Burley, I think they're called Jason bars. Pretty sure they are. They're a 12-inch, inch and a half thick. I didn't want to go 2 inches. They look ridiculous. But I went the inch and a half, and they're a 12-inch 90-degree bend. They are awesome. They've changed this whole bike. Got the Get a Grip, I think they're called Magnums because they bow out a bit. That's rubber. That's really grippy, yet it's really comfortable. Yeah, so it's starting to look almost finished now. Almost finished. I'm getting some more things. They will be a bit later in the year. I'm waiting until about springtime. Oh yeah, also got the Screaming Eagle torque cam. So I've got the Screaming Eagle 114 stage 2 Braggers cover on there. Oh, man, what a bike. This thing is awesome. I love this bike. It's knocking on what it owes me now, 50k Australian. Holy moly, it's the most expensive vehicle I've ever owned. I've had expensive cars, but they were still under 50 grand. Whew. So what do you reckon, guys? What do you think? Things here are really expensive, so you've got to keep in mind there is a lot of Harley tax here in Australia, whereas, you know, these are 30 grand, I think. In the US, here they were 45. So, you know, 15 grand's worth of extra taxes and stuff. I'm more likely going to get like a reusable air filter, you know, I don't know, high flow Screaming Eagle one or a K&N one, whatever one fits in there, so I can wash it, reuse it, wash it, use it. Going to get some bag liners. There's a few companies out there that make really nice bag liners. Some have pockets, have like a stitch in them. They look really, really cool. I don't think they really protect your bag because it's plastic, it's on the inside, but you know, for bragging rights or wank factor, it's probably going to be pretty good. I definitely am going to get the piggyback Screaming Eagle Öhlins rear suspension done. That is going to be probably my next sort of bolt-on mod to this bike. Got to get it. I'm only 82 kilos, about 5'9", so pretty average, you know, pretty average height, average weight. And on a normal road, on an everyday running road, this bike's actually not too bad. It does wallow a little bit in the front. Front's a bit soft, so that'll be on the cards as well. But the back, when you hit certain bumps, the compression or the rebound on these Harley Davidson suspension on the back is, you know, for a premium bike, you know, premium up in their range, it is a shit suspension setup. Absolutely shit. It needs to be so much better. So I'm going to get the Screaming Eagle Öhlins piggybacks. Now they should be making a huge difference. There's a few channels that I watch, and the guys that have fitted them said it's actually just transformed the whole bike. But then they say, you know, it sort of lets you know how crap the front suspension is. But you can get drop-in springs. I think about maybe getting some Legends in the front. Don't know yet. So if you guys have any recommendations, I don't want to go busting my bank, but I don't want cheap shit either. So yeah. Look at that. What a bike. Dead bug's guts. He just cleaned it. Man, what a bike. Such a good looking bike. Such a good looking bike. I love this bike. This has probably been out of all my bike, bit of wax in there, out of all my bikes that I've had over the last 10 years, this is my favourite of all time. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I might get a ST front guard, a bit smaller. I don't mind the full guard though, but you know, drop a bit of weight, that'd be good. A couple of kilos, I'm guessing. And that, visually, that'll be it. So you get the rear shocks, floorboards here. Now, if I was to change, I don't mind these floorboards, but if I was to change them, like the cheapest Harley Davidson boards that I can get here in Australia, this is Australian dollars, is about $1,200. Man, that is insanely expensive for a footboard. So I'm quite happy with these, to be honest. Might just change out the shifter, you know, the shifter peg, that thing just there, change that out maybe. I don't know, I'm quite happy. I'm happy with what they are at the moment. That's about it. So you guys, if you made it this far, I do appreciate it. I'm going to start it up for you quickly. Another thing that I've done, which I mentioned last week in my last video, is the fact that there's a guy in Toowoomba, Queensland. It's a state on the other side of the country if you're not familiar with Australia. If you are, you'll know what I mean, Toowoomba. And he's a master tech for a Harley Davidson dealership, and he did a short video about taking out he actually did two. One, blocking it off just to prove a point, and then the second one to actually go follow through what he said. Take the baffle out of these, and it's hard to get these out once they've been in there for a little while, but they do come out. And take it out. You come in about that far from this end of the baffle, because it's got to go over a sleeve, like sort of slide over it. It'll stuff it up if you don't. Trust me, I've learned the hard way. Come about that far, 6 to 8 inches. Cut a slot about that thick, about that long, another maybe 4 to 5 inches, and hammer it down. So inside it's like, that's the inside, it's squashed almost down, creates back pressure on this side. And everyone's going, oh no, that's not going to work, that's not going to work. So I thought I'd try it. Trust me, it works. It is a noticeable difference in the mid-range torque.